I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I spend my life with you.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this quick because a lot of y'all not having it, but I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on Carson's live last night. She spilled some tea, and a lot of y'all did not like her thoughts on Stormy, and y'all just was not having it in the comments. So let's get into it. I'm gonna try to make this short, sweet, and simple. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you are up to date each and every time that I upload. We all know Carson and her husband got into a little confrontation with walkie-talkie at Stormy's pastor party on the 29th. She went live to discuss everything that happened last night, and we all had a lot of questions. A lot of you guys were skeptical because she seemingly is a super fan of Stormy, and that's not really my issue, honestly. I could give a who friends with who. I don't care. So much so, I don't care if Mel friends with Stormy. I just simply don't like her character. I think that's what a lot of y'all was trying to explain in the chat. Carson, I don't think we necessarily want you to not like these people. We don't care, honestly. Or at least I don't. I don't really care who you like. It's about how these people come across on our TV screens, and this is what we based our opinions on. And so far, their characters on TV and on social media is very true to who they are, in my opinion. I don't feel like my intuition about these people are wrong. And to be fair, that's not to say nobody admires Stormy's success. We think that her home is beautiful. I think we can acknowledge that, and everybody has always acknowledged that. But if that's all you have to you, then that's just it. Her character as a person is questionable. How her mom and them showed up on our TV screens it was questionable, love. So in my honest opinion, because you haven't watched the show from the beginning and you've only had up to maybe, I guess, 5 or so interactions max with Stormy, I'm going to trust in my intuition. And obviously, I think that it's safe to say that the cast are co-workers. Like, they should be interacting with each other and they should be cordial. I don't think that we're surprised by that at all. Now, what would be surprising if Mel and Walkie Talkie were on good terms with everything that was going on, and she confirmed that Mel and Walkie Talkie didn't really communicate with each other, but they were under the tent, which isn't really news because they're co-workers. She did say that her and Letitia didn't really have any words with each other, and I'm a bit curious about that relationship. So if she gives me an interview, I would like to ask her a lot of questions about her and Letitia's relationship. She let it be known that Miss Wanda does everything for attention. So with that being said, we should probably stop talking about her, especially because she's not even a Love and Marriage Huntsville extra. And the nonsense that she spilled online is not cute. So the fact that Carson actually confirmed that Wanda does all of this for attention is quite sad and very telling of her character. But we know she's a nasty, mean-spirited attention whore. Something that I thought was interesting, she said that it was no charge for Stormy party. And I feel like maybe it wasn't a charge for you, but there was absolutely a charge at Stormy's party. So Carson let it be known that she was personally invited. She told us Stormy was shy, Mel was there, and she was enjoying herself. She also said everyone was there from the cast. Like I said, she said her and Miss Wanda spoke about her pulling up, but she said that Miss Wanda only wanted to get her wig fixed, like I updated you guys in that video, And she also said that Wanda knew she was wrong and she didn't really want that smoke. Because Miss Wanda basically told Carson that she don't be serious. Basically, she enjoyed being ugly and messy. And she also let Carson know that she didn't want Carson to take it that serious. Basically because she wasn't on that. Carson also let us know that Miss Wanda is always flirting with her man, but that's the same thing that she used to do to Mel and everybody else, basically. So she gave us a mouthful about Stormy and her land, and like I said, we do believe that Stormy land is beautiful, but how she shows up on camera is just not cute at all. But Carson seems to be convinced that Stormy is a different person in real life and that she want us to give Stormy a redo. And like I said, Stormy probably ain't gonna get no redo from me because she don't want to unblock me, and I doubt she gonna ever do an interview with me. And that's okay. It honestly is okay because I doubt she want to answer the questions that I have for her. She said in the beginning when she first saw Miss Betty that Betty was mean, but then when she seen her at the pastor party, she was like a motherly figure. That was interesting. But honestly, I wouldn't really put it past her. One of the content creators, I don't know if it was When Tay Talk, Brown Skin Girl, or Drop the Mic, but it was over on one of the Gossip Girls live. They were saying that Stormy may treat you differently because she feel like you not really any competition for her. And I feel like I agree. People that are intimidated by other people, they will treat you differently than they treat people that they feel like don't really have one up on them. And that's not to say Carson don't have a lot going on, because she do. But like you heard Carson say in her live, you can fit how many of Carson's homes on Stormy's land? You get what I'm saying? So in my opinion, Stormy may feel like Carson isn't really an issue for her. And so she seems to think that Stormy is this selfless, sweet person. And Stormy's a Leo, so I can see her taking care of a lot of the people in her family because that's just who Leos are. But everything else in between is very questionable in my opinion when it comes to Stormy. A few other things she said. Miss Wanda and Billy Goat Bernard was at the pool party, but Letitia wasn't. We saw Latrice there. We also got to see some of the Love and Marriage DC cast members there, and they were also taking pictures with Mel. Carson also said she don't know if the stuff on the show is fake or not, and said that we can only base things from what we see on TV. But then again, I don't really know how to take that, because she also said that she don't want to spell it out for us, but she saw everyone enjoying themselves. So basically, however we feel, everyone may not feel the same way. And then she said, we feel so strongly about certain things that others may not feel. And I think that it's safe to say that we are fans of the show. So even if they may have made up behind the scenes or they may be cordial, we don't have to like them. And I think that's the disconnect. I think that's why so many of y'all feel like Carson is working with everybody else on the other side, because this is basically the same argument that they've been arguing since we all really formulated the millimeter strong bond. But their biggest thing was to basically let us know that everybody still communicate. That's Walkie Talkie's biggest thing. Oh, but we all still communicate. Or I talked to Mel the other day, like he's always saying, call her. He's always wanting bloggers to call Mel on the spot and do weird stuff. So basically they have to, or they've always let it be known that Mel says hi to us. Like basically they're always saying, well, Mel said hey to me. Mel speak to us. Mel laugh with us. Mel, congratulate us. Mel sent us $300. That doesn't mean her fan base has to like y'all, has to support your business, has to patronize your business, has to like your photos. You get what I'm saying? So this is why I feel like a lot of you guys feel like Carson is playing both sides, because some of that wording is very familiar to us, as if these are conversations that she's had with the rest of the cast members. And I'm not saying she's had these conversations, but I'm saying I understand where everybody is coming from, basically. And I'm just going to use my discernment on this topic, and until I get an interview with her to elaborate on a few more questions that I didn't get a chance to ask her in her live, I'm going to kind of I'm a straddle the fence on this one, y'all. The same way that I did with Stormy. And like I said, if I'm wrong, y'all can get in the comments and roast me like y'all did when y'all did with Stormy. Y'all blasted me for literally like a month about Stormy. Literally every video that I did, even the videos that weren't about Stormy. I told you about Stormy. I told you about Stormy. I told you, you let her fool you. You let her fool you. I told you, you let her fool you. So I'm here for it. Y'all can say I told you so if I'm wrong, but let me do a deeper dive. Y'all know me. I'm crazy, okay? I got to do a thorough deep dive, and I got to process everything because I don't like to just call people out because y'all know once I feel fooled, okay, I don't like being played with. So with that being said, I honestly like Carson so far. A lot of y'all said that she was calling Mel fake. I went back and I watched the live. I didn't hear her call Mel fake now, y'all. That's what I'm saying. See? I don't even know where I heard her allude to Mel being fake, honestly, but she was alluding to Mel being cool with everyone, which isn't really the issue with us. At the end of the day, we know for a fact Mel ain't cool with Walkie Talkie. She's not cool with Dusty Dan. And I doubt she's cool with Wanda. Okay? I doubt she was keying it up with Wanda. So those the main three people that we know she doesn't really like. So as far as saying hi and bye to them, I can even see her saying hi and bye to Walkie Talkie, Dusty Dan, and Wanda. But as far as like laughing and talking to, I can't see it. But in her live, you guys, y'all know I was on there and I asked her, okay, well, did Mel speak to a Walkie Talkie? And then I also asked her, well, did she really speak to Wanda? And she said in the live, she didn't really see her speak or communicate to Wanda, so she can't attest to that. And she didn't see her, or she saw Walkie Talkie and Mel in a tent together, but she knew for a fact they wasn't really communicating, and she knew that was only a business relationship. So like I said, she was alluding to things that weren't really anything, in my opinion. You get what I'm saying? If she wasn't keying it up with Walkie Talkie, then she's pretty much not playing in our face, and that's just how I take it. And just to sum everything up with the James and Walkie Talkie situation, I knew it would be Walkie Talkie to start something with Carson, like I said in my last video. And why did I know he would be the one to walk up on Carson and not her husband? Because he's a coward. But basically, to sum it up, she said that her and James was under the tent talking to Wanda and Latrice. Then Walkie Talkie walked up to her and was like, "Are you talking junk about me today?" And he said this very loud while they were filming. So he did this for attention, and Carson's husband didn't take it the right way, and he intervened and was like, "Why are you talking to my wife like that?" Apparently Carson's brother was there, and he stepped to Walkie Talkie. Girl, Walkie Talkie done ran to security and asked security to take Carson and her husband and her brother out because they were trying to fight him, even though he started the fight. At the end of the day, the men ended up having a conversation about everything. James was basically like, you need to check your B. How is it that you're going to be mad at Carson for revealing something when her livelihood was being affected? And Walkie Talkie basically told them that she didn't have to expose anything. So I want to elaborate more about this conversation with Carson if she gives me an interview, because there are a few things that are interesting that she didn't really get a chance to expound on. And one of those things being, so he indeed acknowledged the Revenge P plot when it came to this whole situation. And the fact that he didn't feel like Carson had to expose it, even though she had the conversation with Slarion. Like, I want to know, so he acknowledged that you and Slarion communicated. I want to know that, because there are a few clips that I got to pull from Queen Sheba's live, and he was trying to play in our face. This has nothing to do with Carson playing in our face and everything to do with Walkie Talkie and Slaw playing in our face, pertaining to that situation at least. So there's a lot more I want to talk about when it comes to this interview, but I don't want my video to be that long. So I am going to go live and discuss this topic. Definitely not tonight. Maybe I'll do a surprise live tonight, but an in-depth review on this live that she did, I would prefer to do tomorrow. So y'all get in the comments, let me know what you think about everything. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit the post notification bell so you guys are up to date each and every time that I upload.
Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down. Yeah, I pull up, roll the window down.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. 'Cause the love you give, you can't replace.
It's not in the case of anybody.
That's why I spend my